Responsive gratefulness in spiritual life. Elder Paisios stressed that our acts are worthwhile only if they are done out of a grateful predisposition. He always urged us not to struggle out of self-interest, but rather out of responsive gratefulness. Even our faith in God should be based on our gratefulness. He used to say, "The person who asks for miracles in order to believe in God lacks dignity. God, if he wishes to, can make with one of his miracles everybody instantly believe. However, he does not do so, because he does not wish to exercise force on man's free will. Man will then end up believing in God not out of gratefulness or due to God's excessive kindness, but due to his supernatural power. What God respects and values most is to love him just because he is kind. Christ was incarnated, mocked, whipped, crucified, out of his extreme love for mankind. He shed his blood for us. All these facts explicitly indicate to everyone that he is the true love. Impelled by the fact that God is love, 1 John 4:8, we should love him in return and believe that he is our God, for we know no good apart from him. If someone who sees Christ's sacrifice and love does not believe that he is our God, and in order to believe asks for miracles, he will neither be able to truly love nor to truly believe in him. Father Paisios told me an incident from his childhood years. When I was a child, and my soul was still pure, I loved Christ very much. I used to walk in the woods carrying a cross in my hands, chanting and praying, and wishing to become a monk. My parents told me that I should first grow up and then leave to go to the monastery. One day, as I was taking my usual walk in the woods, I met a fellow villager. When he saw me carrying the cross, he asked me, "What is this?" "The cross of our Christ," I replied. Since he did not have any positive thoughts in his mind, he said to me, "Arsenios, you are silly. You don't mean to say that you believe in God. He does not exist." These religious stories are made up by some priests. We have evolved from the monkey. Christ was simply a man like all of us. When he finished, he got up and left. His twisted thoughts filled my innocent soul with black, heavy clouds. Being alone in the woods, I began to think that maybe God does not exist. As I was feeling confused, desperate, and extremely sad, I asked Christ to give me an indication of his existence so I could believe in him, but he did not respond. Feeling exhausted, I lay on the ground to rest. Suddenly, a positive thought, full of responsive gratefulness, entered my innocent soul. Hold on for a second. Wasn't Christ the kindest man ever on earth? No one has ever found anything evil in him. So, whether he is God or not, I don't care. Based on the fact that he's the kindest man on earth, and I haven't known anyone better, I will try to become like him and absolutely obey everything the gospel says. I will even give my life for him, if needed, since he is so kind. All of my thoughts of disbelief disappeared, and my soul was filled with immense joy. The power of my grateful thought dissolved all the ambiguous ones. When I started believing in Christ and decided to love him as much as I could, solely out of responsive gratefulness, I experienced a miracle which firmly sealed my grateful thought. Then I thought, I do not care anymore if someone tells me that God does not exist. As the story of the elder regarding his grateful thought did not completely satisfy me, I asked him with a certain curiosity to tell me about the miracle he experienced in the woods. Father Paisios was found in a difficult situation and replied that he could not tell me about it. This way, he indicated that I, too, should not look for miracles, but rather trust my feeling of responsive gratefulness, as it is the key which opens the door to every good. Later on, Father Paisios told me that he had seen the Lord. The righteous Christian does not practice good acts for his own benefit, i.e., in order to be rewarded or to avoid hell and gain paradise, but rather because he prefers good to evil. Everything else is a natural consequence of the good that fills our soul without having asked for it. This way, good has dignity, otherwise, it originates from the cheap attitude of give and take.